Hey, what's going on, world? It's your girl B, back again with 10100 Media. We are here with another video. Today, I just want to talk about my last 6 months of becoming a creative and what that's been like for me and 5 things that I've learned from it. So, here we go. All right, so first things first, the one thing that I've learned as a brand new creative 6 months in the making is procrastination is literally too easy. It is so easy to say that I will just do it tomorrow, or I really don't have to do that, just because you really don't have anybody pushing you to do it. When I had a 9 to 5, it was kind of like, you better go to work, you better go do this. I couldn't just put it off. Like literally it's sometimes that I would start off doing work at 5 a.m. and then I'd fall off the train and wouldn't wake up till 10 because I'm going to bed at 4. So it's just so easy to lack the discipline that you need and just kind of procrastinate things simply because you're on your own time. So one of the things that I've learned is that having your time managed correctly is key to being a successful creator, or as successful as you can be. Literally being able to say, I'm getting up at this time, I'm going to exercise at this time, I'm going to eat at this time, I'm going to do this from this time to this time. It's literally an everyday battle with yourself. So I would say one of the biggest things that I'm learning being a full-time creative is that it is difficult. Procrastination is so easy to do, and that's something that I'm working on every day. So one of the other things that I actually really do like about being a full-time creative is I have the opportunity to build healthier eating habits. Before, when you work a job, you're pretty much on the time that they tell you. If you work a mid shift, you got to get it done and figure out how you're going to coordinate your day with exercise and eating. If you're early in the morning, you got to figure out how you're going to be able to do that. And it's kind of like this set time. But for me now, I love the freedom in knowing and understanding, like, okay, I'm up at 5, I'm up at 6, between 5 and 6. I'm up at 5 or 6, and at this time, this is what I'm gonna do, this is how I'm gonna do it, this is what I'm gonna eat. Now I've even gotten to a point where I've created meal plans just so I can be more productive in my day, spend more time doing things and getting things done rather than setting out to look in the fridge, see what I wanna cook it, eat it, then start to continue my day. So that's been something that I've really liked, is that it's literally an opportunity for me to create better, just overall healthy eating habits and just a healthier lifestyle. One of the other things that I've learned as a full-time creative is that it's so imperative that you learn about your finances. Finances are huge, especially when it comes to taxes and when it comes to just budgeting and all that kind of stuff. It can become really difficult, but I am learning. I am in the process of just learning more about finances, becoming more financially literate about the things that I need to be doing, not only as a business, but also in my personal. I don't have that every 2-week paycheck like I used to. So now it's calling on me to manage my money a little bit better than what I did before, which I'm grateful for, but it's also very scary to have this all put on you. But it's also nice to know that I do have the control over my finances based on how hard I work and how I choose to organize that. So one of the best things that I've learned is finances, and understanding that is so important. So if you got to pick up a book, if you got to listen to some audio books or some videotapes or some seminars, it's so important. It's so important that you understand your finances and where they lie and what taxes does and all that kind of stuff. It's so important to have that information. One of the other things that I really, really love about being full-time and what I'm doing is the proud moments. It's the moments where I'm talking to a client, or I'm booking a new client, or things like that. It's something that I just can't really explain. It's like this moment of just being proud of yourself, like I'm doing this and I'm doing it on my own. And I mean, for me, it's always with the help of God, and I'm always thankful for that. But nonetheless, it's like these little moments that I have of just being so proud that I went full time, that I'm doing this on my own, that I'm taking care of the business, that I'm doing the things that I want to do and love to do in the time that I want to do it. It's a freedom and a moment of proud that I've never experienced before at a 9-to-5. So it's just these moments. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's like, I don't know, that moment where you deliver to your client and they're so proud of their work and they're so happy with your customer service and stuff like that. It's just, those moments are just such proud moments for me, and I truly enjoy them. As corny as it may sound, I really do enjoy just the sense of pride that you have in representing yourself and your brand. It's indescribable. I can't even describe it, but it is very, very encouraging and just very proud of who you are and what you're doing and why you do it. And lastly on my list, what I really, really love about being a full-time creative filmmaker, business person, whatever you want to call yourself, the thing that I really do love is your time is your time. One of the things that I noticed about me working a 9-to-5 or, a regular job, whatever you want to call it, the thing that I noticed is that my time just wasn't mine. I couldn't go and hang out on a weekend if I wanted to. I couldn't really do those things. Yes, there's paid time off and stuff like that, but I really like the idea that I don't have to check in with nobody about when I want to take time off. When I say, you know what, I need a Saturday, or I need a Sunday, or I just want to be around my loved ones or my friends, and I just have the freedom to do that. Nonetheless, I work very hard. I probably work about 6 days a week. At least I try to work just 6 days a week, but sometimes I find myself, I look up, I'm like, I haven't had a day off in like 2 months, and that's not good. I'm big on being self-aware of when enough is enough and you got to take a break and kind of reset. So I'm very big on my mental health, because I feel like mental health is huge. If your mental's not there, then everything else kind of breaks down. So I take my time to say, you know what, you've been working too much straight, or you've been up for 3 days straight working on this, you need to rest. So I'm very, very self-aware with that, and I try my best not to overwork myself, but sometimes I just can't help it, because you get in a flow and you just kind of going and you almost enjoying yourself, and it's just, you want to get things done, you want to deliver, all those kind of things. But it's so important to me to appreciate the fact that I do have my time back, and when I have that time back, use it to rest, to just chill, to just do nothing is just nice. So nice to do, and be able to do it on my own time without having to check in with somebody like, can I have this day off? If I want Christmas off, it's off. If I want my birthday off, it's off. I don't have to put in the time for it or make sure I have the time for it, or if I get sick, I don't have to fear if I'm gonna lose my job or whatnot, because I do have protocols in place for when I get sick. But it's just so nice to just be in charge of my own time, be in charge of what I want to do and when I want to do it and how I want to do it. And it's kind of scary, because I can't see myself going back to a 9-to-5 and being satisfied with somebody having control over my time. One of the things that I also realize is that I don't have to put in, 46 hours a day, 24 hours a day. I don't have to do that. It doesn't really take all of that, in my personal opinion. I used to be team no sleep until I realized how important sleep was. So it's kind of like, when the day is done, the day is done, and that's it. Relax, go to sleep, recharge for the next day. And I'm very, very disciplined and self-aware in that, but that's all because I'm able to take control of the time that I have and dedicate the time that I need to recuperate, to restart, and get back at it. So that's probably, if not the most rewarding thing, is just knowing that your time is your time. I remember when I had to go to a funeral, I only had 3 days for the funeral of my mother. And that was horrible, when I had to choose between my job, losing my job, or potentially losing my job, or not having enough money, and going to my mother's funeral. And when I had to make that choice, when I had to make that decision, that's when I knew. I was like, I want to go full time and have my time to be my time, because that's a decision that I should never have to make. I shouldn't have to make that decision. It should be pretty clear that, you know, hey, my mom passed away. I want to go spend time with my family. I want to spend time with my siblings. This is what I want to do. And unfortunately, I only had 3 days to do it. It's not to talk bad about the career field of working a 9 to 5. There's nothing, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I don't think it fits me and my DNA and what I see for my future. So just one of the things that I really love is just being able to have my time. When that happened, I realized how precious time was and how I literally only had 3 days. And you know how it is when there's a funeral going on. It's chaotic in a sense. Like, you're planning and you're trying to help here and trying to help there, get this together, and then actually have your time to like feel and mourn. And it's like, I felt like I didn't get that. I felt like I didn't get that, or I didn't have a choice, much of a choice to get it, or long to get it. And then going back to work with the same, you know, stuff that happens at work. So that is one day that I realized, I was like, I want my time to be my time. I want to be able to take the time out to do whatever it is I need to do for my mental health. And I think that's what set me out on the journey to really, really want to do this full time. So that's just my 2 cents. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this video finds you well. I hope that everybody is healthy. Everybody's having a banging new year, that you're getting these videos out, that you're doing the things that you need to do in order to be successful in 2021. With that being said, it's your girl B. I enjoy talking to you guys as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Sunshine here on a cold night. You've been on my mind. Glad I got you by my side. Sunshine got me up all night. Summer on my mind. Glad I got you by my side.